How's it going, guys? Back with another video, and I've not been making them recently, but I'm gonna start making them more frequently. I'm going to try to, but today I have a video. Basically, it's like a beginner's guide to Skyrim. It's how to get very, very overpowered very, very quickly. Now, if you have it remastered for PS4 or Xbox One, it'd probably be easier to do this because I don't think I don't know. I didn't get far on Xbox 360 or PS3. I don't think you can make skills legendary on there unless you have the legendary edition, I think, but you can on here. Now, what I mean by that is if you get a skill to 100, which I have everything, and you can get this non-modded, it is very, very easy to get strong. I don't know if it'd be easy to get all these non-modded, but um, I didn't mod my skills. I actually got them up myself. It took me a good bit. Been playing it a couple weeks now. See, it says smithing 100, but below it it has 122 with the Imperial Legion Skyrim logo on it. And for heavy armor it says 38. Basically, that's how many times I've got it to 100. It's how many times I've maxed it out. And smithing is where you want to do it. Now, first, you want to go get as much gold as possible. You could do this by killing giants or dragons. Once you get a high enough level, you get strong enough to kill one. Or you might just get lucky and come across like a Daedric weapon or something, or a dragon weapon, and then you could just go all out and destroy everything. But I'll give you an example. Let's go up here. We'll go right here. Now I hope there's a giant here, and I'll show you the difference. Now it also depends on what level you are, depending on how much gold you get. So I do know when you're like at level 20 that giants will drop usually around 120 to 200 gold a piece. So that is good. Yeah, we got one here. Now, also recognize that I am playing on Legendary, and I am not using mods to make it easier. I'm not wearing God set armor or any. I'm not using God weapons. I will show you my weapons. This was crafted. I crafted this. I've crafted everything that I'm using. My armor was crafted. Basically, you want to go after the Ebony Warrior a little bit, but get a little bit more damage and a little bit more resistance, and your resistance will be coming from your jewelry. I'll show you. But walk up to a giant, kill the sumbitch. 294 gold. See, I'm a little bit higher level, so I'll get a little bit more, but it's okay. Dragons drop even more than these, but these bitches are just way easier to kill because they don't fly around and wait about 5 minutes to land and then sit down on the ground for 2 seconds and then pick off again. I hate that dumb shit. But and I'm not a one-hit kill on everything, definitely not. It's usually just my two-handed that is. This definite. Oh, what the hell? Okay, this is definitely isn't always a one hit. Yeah, see, I'm taking damage, but I'm using. Let's see, where's my stone? Okay, I got the Lord Stone for magic resistant and magic damage, and basically I'll get into my weapons. I use regular Daedric arrows. I use a Daedric bow, legendary. Now you just want to keep doing your blacksmithing up and up and up, and you'll get skill points to do all this stuff. But if you get your blacksmithing up and your heavy armor up and your two-handed up, your block up, you get all your warrior skills up, and you're basically invincible. Now heavy armor is the best way to go, I think, because if you get a lot of stamina, I've got 1,000. There's no point in wearing light armor. But I got a chance to paralyze the target for 7 seconds, and creatures and people up to level 25 flee from combat for 45 seconds. And I have that for the reason that you usually attack from stealth when you're using a bow. Usually. You'll go into stealth and you'll just pop an arrow at somebody that you don't want to get noticed by. And bows are really, really strong in this game. They are really, really overpowered. Insanely overpowered, actually. So, there's your bow. Oh, what is that? Okay. Now, the dagger is... The perilous is the same thing. Or the paralysis is the same enchantment. And then you got 37 points of magic damage. Usually for sneak attacks on like light armor targets or like mages or something. And yes, in this heavy armor you can sneak if you get your sneak up, and I got a video on how to get that up on my channel, like really quick, non-modded, get it up really quick. There's a glitch, but with the sword, 25 points of health absorbing, and 25 points of stamina absorbing. So every time you hit with this thing, you absorb health and stamina. It comes in handy. Now, the Warhammer absorbs 30 points of health and burns the target for 46 points. Now, keep in mind you will have to charge these things like a whole lot. But, it should all work out in the end, because if you got a lot of them bitches, you can charge them left and right. Now, with the armor, this is all I wear. Health regenerates 31% faster, and stamina regenerates 31% faster. And then the boots increases fire resistance. See, before I made these boots and this shield and this ring, I'm playing on legendary with a no milk drinkers mod. Makes it a whole lot harder. Before that, I was getting killed by bows, fire magic, frost magic, and like shock magic. All of that was killing me. The vampire magic wasn't doing much, but nobody wants to get hit with that too long or you will become a vampire. But I got the stamina regeneration and health regeneration here because I have a massive boon of stamina and health. Now the resistance for fire and shock. And then this is two-handed and one-handed attacks do 40% more damage. And this is bows do 40% and magic regenerates 62% faster. That's if I need to like heal, which I'm telling you, this does not mean you're deadly and just invincible out of all, unless you use like Emperor armor, which you can get in a mod, but there's no fun in that. The shield is fire resistant and frost resistant, and the ring is shock and frost. See, because I have one fire, two fire, one shock, one frost, one frost. So I got 2 fire, 2 shock, and 2 frost. So that basically boons it to 4, 8, 92% resistant of each element, which is really good. This could also level you up if you wanted to mod. Use this. But blacksmithing, if you get silver ingots and you make just regular silver rings, just 2 apiece, it should say silver ring and in parentheses have a 2. You just keep crafting those over and over, you should do pretty good. Now in beast form you are very, very weak. There's a decapitation and another one. But yep, this build is very, very good for many, many situations. You got situations such as long range, you got a bow, or you got your magic. If you need more wards, you could hold a ward for a large amount of time. I mean, look at your boons down there. I ain't got all the spells yet, but if you go to your illusion, or your alteration, my bad. No? Is it conjuration? I don't fucking know. Okay, here it is. Steadfast ward. You could legit hold this thing for a good bit. There's your magic shield. If you needed one, you could obviously do better in situations such as like having to go against spells. You could do better. Like, you don't have to use a magic shield, you don't have to use these resistances on your armor, you could just go all damage. But I like to have a little bit of just basic weapon damage instead of elemental damage, and go for elemental resistance and just go all weapon damage because it's 10 times easier. And I think by the time you're level 25 you should have all this. It's pretty easy to get once you get around there. And anything that I'm missing? I don't exactly know what to call this build, but it is probably one of the best builds you could use in here that make it still fun. You're not invincible. That was my point. I did not want to be invincible. I wanted to have a vulnerability because I don't find it fun unless you can die. I like being able to die, but I know the fact that if I fuck up, I could end up dead. There's many situations in where I fucked up. One was in this fort, actually. I went in there as my werewolf form and spawned in front of like 6, and they just completely raped me. Because when you're in your werewolf form, you don't take your enchantment bonuses from all your armor. You won't get it, which sucks ass. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Tune in for more, and I'll see you in the next one.